I just hit the go live button, my brother.
Oh, we live.
Oh, we big live.
We big live. We big
Yeah, I'm
live out
stupid.
here. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I'm your host, Chris, and I got my guys, my fellas with me. I got Darius and Blair. Brianna might join us
What
later,
up? What up?
but
What up?
people
What
might
up?
pop in and out. What up,
Happening?
y'all?
What it do?
What's
What it do?
happening?
Shit. We're going to get right into it, man. The 49ers traded all the way up to the number 3 overall pick. They gave up some stuff. They gave up to the Miami Dolphins. They gave up their 2021 first round pick, which was the 12th overall pick. They gave up 2 more first round picks in 2022, 2023, and their third round pick for this year. Then Miami took all of that, gave them the third pick, took all of that, then traded it to the Eagles because the Eagles apparently had the 6th pick, got up to the 6th pick, and the Eagles took their 12th pick. Why the Eagles went down, I don't know. I guess they just think they can't get a quarterback to, save their life at this point because they tried to. Probably the reports were that they was going to jump up and get a quarterback in the draft, but apparently it wasn't happening for them because they ain't got enough to make it happen, or they wasn't willing to make it happen. So with this number 3 pick that the 49ers just got, who y'all think they going to get, man? Who y'all think they eyeing? It got to be a quarterback. They gave up too much. They gave up way too much.
So that's what I'm saying. So are they out on Jimmy G, bro?
They said that they're not out on Jimmy G, though. They said
So
that they still said that they rolling with Jimmy G, but they just made this move because they felt like it was the right thing to do. They needed options. Nigga,
So
you know what that means.
Either a receiver, which is like Devontae Smith probably, or it's gonna be one of the quarterbacks. You assume it's what? Trevor Lawrence, and they don't know about Zach Wilson and Justin Fields. Like, aren't they supposed to be like interchangeable for 2 or 3?
That's what they say.
It's gonna be one of them. It's either a receiver or, unless they got a lineman in mind, like some just stellar lineman out there, but I don't see that. And there's no need to trade up for that, is it?
I don't think so. But first, I'm gonna say shout out to the Dolphins because them boys is pimping the game out here, dog. They is pimping the game out here right now. They trying to get good and set themselves up to be good in the future. So I'm gonna give them a shout out. But at number 3, I think they gonna take Zach Wilson. I think they gonna take him. They can do 2 things. They can take him and use him as trade bait and get something that they want if they say they gonna roll with Jimmy G, or they gonna turn Jimmy G into Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. Hey, we gonna let you ease us into the season, but this is our dude right here. I don't really think they are as confident in Jimmy G as they was when they first got him, just because of how that offense performed. Jimmy G not a bad quarterback, but when that offense was at their best, man, they was running the ball, doing a lot of misdirection and stuff, and all they needed Jimmy G to do was not mess up.
This is true.
That's
so
true.
if they can if they can draft a quarterback this high that they believe in, he gonna be cheaper.
But I think a lot of
They
people
gave
feel
away
like.
a lot.
But do y'all think that but I feel like when I first saw it, I felt like they was jumping up to get Justin Fields because a lot of people got Trevor Lawrence going number 1. They got Wilson going number 2. And they like, look, we going. They must believe in somebody. You don't give, for me, I don't think you give up all of that capital to go after a receiver. But I did think about this, and I did hear Michael Holley, shout out to you, my brother. He did bring this up. What if they gave up all that capital because, their coach is a running coach. They like to throw it to the tight end. You already got George Kittle. What if they're going to get Kyle Pitts and put him with Kittle and run the 2 tight end offense?
Ooh.
Man, that would be.
Hey, remember I had told y'all now. That's my super steal of the
But
draft
they
right there,
would
man. I
move
feel
all
like
the
that
way
fella
up
gonna be
for
good
him.
as hell.
Well, a lot of people feel like a lot of people feel like he is a generational talent. They feel like he is
But they don't
otherworldly,
have
and he
him.
did show
They
out
don't
at
got
his
him
combine
top
day.
3 right now, though.
Well,
They don't have him. I'm talking about top 3 overall on the draft board. He ain't up there.
this is true,
That's
but
what I'm
they
saying.
only
Like
doing
they
that.
did all that to move up to draft somebody that's not even ready to be gone in the first 3.
This is my thing. I felt like they
Well,
were doing that because the reason why he's not rated in the top 3 as what people think that how the draft is going to fall is because he doesn't play quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But if you going by just what the scouts are saying, the scouts are saying
That he's
1,
that
Trevor
good.
Lawrence, 2 is Kyle Pitts, 3 is whoever going on down the line.
Okay, so as far as like the best players in the draft is supposed to be Trevor Lawrence and then Kyle Pitts.
Correct. So I think he ran like a 4.4 at his pro day or something like that. Like,
Dude is nice.
Man.
Dude is nice.
Boy,
That's
nasty.
they gave up a lot if they moved up
Boy,
to get
nasty.
him though. Like
I don't think.
That's a
Yeah, I
lot.
don't think that. I'm telling you, they probably going to get that quarterback, and they either going to keep him or they going to use him as trade bait.
See, and that's what I was thinking. I was gonna say Zach Wilson, but I'm like, I feel like everybody's saying he's the number 2 now.
mhm.
Are they really gonna do another running quarterback in San Francisco?
Yeah, why not?
I don't think so, because they
Why
still
not?
hating on Kaepernick.
But Justin Fields, I mean, he
That's
fast
what
as
I'm
hell,
thinking
but he's
about.
not really a running quarterback. He's more of a thrower to me. I don't feel like
But
he's a
at the
running
same
like your
time,
traditional running quarterback.
he going for him. Justin Fields, how big is he? Because he looked little on TV, man.
He's 6'3".
He looked little on TV, bro.
He's not a
me.
big guy. He's
No.
just, he's 6'3", still slim though.
I think he's gonna have to implement a little more running into his game. I ain't really sold on him yet, though. Like I said, y'all know how I feel, man, about Ohio State quarterbacks, bro. Ohio State quarterbacks in the league.
Very good
always
reason. Very good reason.
A terrible go. But hey, what can you do, man? What can you do?
I
think
agree
they
with
get
you.
Zach
I
Wilson.
feel what you're saying. I feel like a lot of the times when we have quarterbacks, they come out and they're not ready. I.e., Dwayne Haskins last year. He just wasn't ready. He needed to sit for a year, just like Gruden was saying. He needs to sit, but he didn't want him in the first place. So he got a lot to learn still. But this dude right here, he ready. He ready to play.
Justin
I feel like
Fields?
this. If they get
And they
Justin
said, but
Fields,
they
it's a
said that
power
about,
move of power moves for me.
and they said that
It's
about
a power
Haskins.
move.
They said that. Who was the quarterback before that? Who's
For
our
who?
quarterback before that? It was Fields. Before that was Haskins. Who's the quarterback before that? RJ Barrett or
Yeah,
JT Barrett.
JT Barrett. Mhm.
Yeah, they said that about him, and they said that about Troy Smith. They said that about a lot of them quarterbacks from Ohio State, man.
But none of them were first round picks though. None of them were projected to be first round picks. JT Barrett was more of a runner, just strictly a runner, and he was
Didn't
okay
Dwayne Haskins
thrower.
go in the first round?
You said what?
Yeah.
Haskins went in the
Didn't
first
Dwayne
round.
Yeah, Haskins. Yeah, I had him that too, but I still said like when he came out, he still needs to sit a year. Of course, he didn't because his team was so terrible. But it is what it is. You're not really. He needs to sit like how Aaron Rodgers said. And to be honest with you, I feel like that's what they feel about whoever falls to him in his third spot, which I feel like they think is Justin Fields. And they're like,
that he's gonna sit.
he's gonna sit for a year and like, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're
Behind
gonna
Jimmy
take
G.
him and sit him out for a year, let him learn behind Garoppolo. If Garoppolo start playing like, but he up out of there. If he get hurt, think about it. It ain't like he be playing ass. He just get hurt.
I kind of agree with you, but like I said, I think they're gonna take Zach Wilson, and I think it's more of, hey, we are ushering Jimmy G up out of here. I feel like they is getting him up out of there.
Oh yeah,
I feel like he gonna be the new Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. Like, we'll put you on our team. He gonna play a bunch of more years. We'll put you on our team because we know you won't go out there and like super screw things up if we need you. You know what I'm saying? But
you gonna have to Jimmy G it, huh? You just gonna be
because
you gonna always
they
be
put
the
it on
groomer
him.
for the next dude.
They put it on him in the Super Bowl, and it wasn't happening. Man had a wide open touchdown. He overthrew this man by like 6 or 7 yards, bro.
That's nerves.
Yeah, I felt like it was
Nerves.
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 This is
Man,
another thing, though. This is another
I feel
thing.
you. But man, this like game 19, game 20, man. Come on, man.
It's still the first Super Bowl for dudes is tough, bro.
I feel you. But guess what? Jared Goff had went, and y'all ain't cut him no slack.
Oh no, I think they wasn't sold on Jared from the beginning, bro.
You sold on Are you sold on Jimmy G?
I was never sold on Jimmy G, but I feel like Jimmy G would have been good in New England.
That's where I was about to go. Do y'all think?
I don't know.
I do.
I don't know.
Do y'all think? Wait a minute now. Do y'all think they gonna trade Jimmy G to New England now that they got the third pick?
Only if they give him a 4th round. Like, I don't think Belichick makes that trade because he made it such a terrible trade the one way to give us a 4th round pick. He got nothing for Jimmy G when he did it. So if they do the same thing, like, I'll give you this 4th rounder. But other than that, I don't see it. They got Cam, man. I think they want to see what it's like with Cam and the defense come back. And they got some players to put around him. I think they want to see what he can be this year. He had COVID last year too, man. COVID is real. For everybody acting like it's real, it's not real. It is very real.
Yeah.
He had it during the season. So he was for like a month or two, he didn't even look right.
Yeah. I 100% agree with what Blair said. I think they locked in on Cam Newton because they gave him another chance. Like I said, pre-COVID, he was balling. Man, Cam was balling. Man, he caught that COVID. And like I said, like I've been said, they just throw these athletes back out there like they fucking Thor or some kind of crazy fictitious person. And think they just supposed to get right. And then they like, why is he playing trash? I'm like, bro, 5 days ago, he was quarantining because he couldn't even be here. And y'all think he about to go back to the same person that he was? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, I think they committed, man. I don't know. Jimmy G, I don't think he would go to the Patriots. I don't know, man. The dude could end up anywhere, bro. Anybody could use a Jimmy G, like, especially if he your backup. Like, yeah, that's a good back. I feel like he'd be a great backup to any team. I'd take him right now instead of Dwayne Haskins.
But does he want to be a backup? I don't think he want to be a backup yet, bro.
I think he can still be a starter too. I was just using it for context. But yeah,
somebody
I think he
could be good somewhere for somebody.
Yeah. He needs them weapons. Could be
lying, man. They could be looking to get rid of him and just don't want to lose leverage. You're gonna find out if they draft a quarterback.
Yeah. And for reference, Justin Fields is actually 6'3", 228. That's what he's listed as.
He's a little dude.
He don't look that big.
He don't look that big.
Ain't that big.
He don't look that big.
He probably like 190.
lean 230.
He probably like 190, bro. He probably like.
That's the problem. Them Ohio State quarterbacks, they really be wide receivers, and they be out there playing quarterback, dog.
Bruh, the man can throw it, bruh. I don't care what nobody say. I'm objective when it comes to Ohio State quarterback because I do agree with you. We can put out anything you want. A receiver, a fullback, a running back, a lineman, a D lineman, a linebacker, a corner, safety. Yes. We can give you everything. But a QB is not one of them. Normally, in our history, we got to be honest with ourselves. If you're a Buckeye fan out there and you watching, you got to be honest with yourself. Okay,
be honest with yourself.
Our QBs go to league.
That's
ass,
even more
bro.
reason to lie.
Ass. I can't. I mean, the facts is the facts. The man laid out the facts. It is the facts is the facts. Am I hurt by that? A little bit. I'm a little hurt because I be like, damn. How come somebody can't just show out for me one time? Like, damn, like Blair, I got Tom Brady and I'm good. That's all I need. I don't need another QB ever in my life. I got Tom Brady.
I got Tom, and I saw the Tom years. Those Tom years are fantastic, bro.
Even if he was just average at Michigan, it is what it is. He got to the league and he did his thing.
Yep.
Look, man, just be like me. Don't worry about quarterback, bro. If you great everywhere else, you don't got to worry about quarterback. You just have it. Come on, man. I got every Ray Lewis, great Olsen, Jeremy Shock. I got great players everywhere else too. Man, I ain't worried about quarterbacks.
Yeah. Oh, we just had somebody in the live chat say maybe Jimmy G might go to New Orleans.
I was thinking, whoever said that in the chat, I was thinking that. Rose. I swear, what, I was thinking trade?
Like they go trade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Would they let him go there? I don't think it's gonna happen.
How do they just gave all that money to Taysom Hill? And they brought Jameis Winston
I don't
back.
Understand why. I don't understand why. New Orleans might as well let Jameis Winston go out there and close his eyes and throw it up like he usually do.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out what it looked like, bro, in preseason. Like they paid him, so he's definitely getting a chance. He's going to get a chance, bro. He did everything he was supposed to do. He waited. He learned. He started and played when he could, did the run and roll.
Hey,
he won the game.
Yeah, you got to give him a chance because
he don't look fantastic, but he don't look ass either.
Yeah, you got to give him a chance because he went to Sean Payton, had a chance to get groomed under Drew Brees. I definitely think he deserves a chance because as much as I rag on him, he did throw for 5,000 yards in that season, in his last season, even though he had 35 turnovers. I don't know. Cause think about it. Cause I'm trying to give Jameis some credit here. Jameis Winston could have easily had a great season, and then we would have been calling him Brett Favre. Would have been like, he a gunslinger. He gonna give his receivers a chance to make a play down the field and da 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 da. But
I think
he
his numbers wasn't that good. You say because what?
Because he threw 30.
Because he threw
30 picks. His numbers wasn't that.
Yeah,
like that's the. If he didn't make it to 30,
it's terrible.
And he made it to 20 with like 40 touchdowns or 35 touchdowns.
If he would have threw 17 picks, we would have been like, "Hey, this dude Jameis is it.
He the truth."
And that team would have been a lot better, dog.
30 picks just kills you, dude. It just literally kills you.
And 35 turnovers total.
This is the question I'm about to ask. It wasn't in the docket, but do you think that Sean Payton can fix him from the turnovers?
It depends on what. I feel like it depends on what Jameis Winston thinks football is, bro. Because like the carelessness with the ball can be a characteristic of a good, like they call Brett Favre, like it's a little careless. He was way too careless with the ball, bro. You can be a little careless with the ball, take some chances, score some things, but he really was just throwing 50-50 balls. Just in the vicinity of the dude. It wasn't like it was 70-30 balls, bro. He was literally throwing 50-50 balls. Like, you got to be better than just 50-50 balls, bro.
I do. Man, maybe this dude can't see, man. Y'all ever see this dude, bro? This nigga be squinting so hard, dog.
Didn't he get his eyes fixed, though? Didn't he have surgery on his eyes?
Maybe he cannot see. But nah, I think maybe, yeah. I think it's like Blair said, how serious did you take it? You know what I'm saying? Because you showed the glimpse of what it could. It was like a double-sided coin. You know what I'm saying? It was like literally the good and the bad. You threw for 5,000 yards, but you threw 30 picks. Imagine if you took your craft a little more seriously, you know, pay attention here, pay attention there. and you just drop the picks, man, you talking about somebody who maybe would have threw for 6,500 yards, 6,800 yards, which is crazy.
Yeah, he was killing, bro. He had a great season, and he still threw 30 picks. And that's the thing, is that he never fixed that from college. Like, that was the thing, is like, he's exciting. He got all the things to be a major number one dude, but then he doesn't take care of the ball.
I always said that, but I always felt like at Florida State, bro, their team was stupid good, man. Their team was stupid good.
He had a good,
always had a great team around him, bro. They would stack that running back, and at that time they would stack that receiver.
He went to a team that had all those things and did the same thing, except for college competition ain't pro competition, bro. So everything looks the same except for when it comes to winning time. Like, the actual winning time is when it's like, oh yeah, you can't just throw. It looks good, 5,000 yards, 30-something touchdowns, looks fantastic. But you threw 30 picks. It's hard to win throwing 30 picks a season, man. Yep. Like, he got all that upside, but I don't take care of the ball is the thing that hurts the most.
Hey, if he would have came to Miami, he probably wouldn't have been like that, but he went to fucking Florida State. That's what he get.
Hey, man, if he would have went to Miami, he might have just been butt, according to you. Because Miami make butt quarterbacks.
Hey, but the team around him would have been great. Because we would have went straight to the county, nigga, and got all the ballers. We would have went straight to county.
Hey, there's he sure do got a lot to say when Michigan ain't producing nobody in about 10, 15 years.
Hey, listen.
You got
doesn't
Charles
matter
Woodson
how many or the names you remember. Last time I checked, greatness is what people count, not how many people you got drafted. Greatness, homie. I don't want to hear it. It's greatness. Stop it.
What's the name you remember?
Tom Brady. Charles Woodson. Shut up.
Hold on to.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Those dudes won. Hall of Fame is Hall of Fame. Them the only names that matter. Name me some Hall of Fame.
I definitely got some Hall of Fame. Don't come this way.
Hey, bro.
Come this way. Chris Carter. Don't come this way.
There we
Orlando Pace, don't come this way.
All I gotta say is Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. I'm gonna just stop right there. I ain't gonna go into Mike Irvin and nobody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Summer dudes, nuh-uh. We ain't talking about the summer school, bro. It's always summer and y'all got a million defensive players make it to the league. No.
Hey, I don't want to hear it, man. Just like
we know the hood is good, bro. We know the hood is good.
Exactly. We up in here.
But it's a lot going on in sports, bro. It's a lot going on in sports right now, especially in the NBA. So in the NBA, of course, we just had the trade deadline pass on. Was that yesterday night? Yesterday afternoon, 3:00. There was a lot going on, man. There was so much going on, I couldn't even keep up. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Who just got bought out? Who got let go? Like, what is going on? Who got traded? Rondo? To where? The Clippers? Huh?
I thought that was wild that they did the Rondo.
Wild. It was like the stock market, like, like every other minute.
In the last 2 minutes, it was crazy. It was 2 days ago. In them last 2 minutes, it was crazy, bro.
Nuts.
It was. I tell you who got straight nothing was Houston. They had the worst run of everybody involved.
Hold on.
Houston looks bad all the way around now. They didn't take care of LeVert. Yeah, they didn't take care of LeVert. They traded Victor Oladipo and they got nothing. Their team did not get any better at all. And that's very unfortunate.
Houston fans, I'm sorry for your loss.
Y'all gonna be asked for like the next 3 years. 3 to 4.
That was terrible. Hey, a lot of people didn't like it, but I was like, bruh, the Nuggets picking up both of these big guys, JaVale McGee and I wouldn't have a brain fart right now. What's my man name?
They got JaVale, and then they got Oh, dang it, there. She getting me mixed up.
It'd be like,
hold on. I'm gonna look it up for us.
It's the good drink.
I know who it is too. I just why I can't think of his name. I don't know.
Either way, what I'm saying is they looking for these guys. Oh, they got Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah,
yes.
Aaron Gordon. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, they got Aaron Gordon. Either way, these was great pickups, I feel like, because Nikola Jokic is your offensive superstar firepower. This helps with some of the slack that he gives you on defense. Because he hustle on defense, he just can't guard no damn body.
Yeah.
JaVale, when you put him in, he's strictly there to clog up stuff, be long. That's what he's been there for his entire career. Just be long. He gonna get a couple rebounds. Aaron Gordon can still score the ball.
I think that helps Jamal Murray a lot.
Definitely. Hey, the Denver Nuggets might be in the Western Conference Finals again.
Are they playing the Clippers?
So who's the five?
It depends. Huh?
So when they put their five out there, who is it going to be? Jamal Murray. Who else?
Jokic.
Because it's going to be
Jokic
start at the end. Aaron Gordon. They still got who's the other two wings?
He froze up, Chris.
Oh no.
Gordon's playing the four, so you got Jokic. You know what's his name? Think of his name. The young boy. What is his dang on name?
Oh, Porter. Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Porter Jr. And
Michael Porter, yeah. Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, Jokic, Aaron Gordon, and who? It should be a good five because if they put JaVale McGee out there, Jokic got to move away from the rim, bro. He needs some space.
JaVale McGee definitely coming off the bench.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. Like he's coming off the bench. I'm not.
So since he won't be finishing the game, who's the five they're going to have on the court at the end? It'll be Jamal Porter Jr., because he was balling last year. So if he come back all right, then it's Jokic. Aaron Gordon should start and play. I didn't know he was. It hit me. He was only 25. I'm like, man, it felt like he'd been in the league forever.
Talking about Aaron Gordon?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he has. I mean, he has been in there for a while, man.
7 years, I think.
Let me see. I want to say it's Will Burton.
Oh,
Will Burton.
Aaron Gordon might not start either because they probably won't start him over Millsap.
Yeah, I think it's Will
Millsap. There you go. Okay.
No, he's coming off the bench. So the projected starting lineup for what I'm seeing right here is Murray, Will Burton. I don't know why I'm messing up his name. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, I figure Aaron Gordon should be, if he not suck, bro, he should be playing. Like, dude is young, he still got years. Millsap is old. He get like old people minutes.
Yeah, but they still, and then Aaron Gordon be coming off the bench with who? PJ Dozier, JaMychal Green, McGee.
I'm curious to see what their end of the season run is going to look like.
That team is long. Their team is long, man. That's what you need. That's what you need. If you're going to beat whoever come out of the East or the West, your team need to be long. The Lakers proved that last year. You got that length. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Especially if Brooklyn come out.
Your boy Chris said they need to put perception in his visor for
they need the what?
Boy. That's funny.
Say what?
What?
What did he say?
Buddy from for the New Orleans.
Oh, quarterback. Talking about for Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm. He said put something on his visor.
Would he be out there like this, bro? Man,
He
you can't
do.
I
see
thought he got
nothing.
that fixed, man. I thought he got that fixed.
What he really does, he probably did. He need to get LASIK surgery. But
Need a whole new set of eyes.
man, I really liked what the Clippers did by picking up Rondo in the trade, man. They really needed him
Do
bad.
you like it at the expense of giving up the scorer off of the bench?
No, I do not. Because we were talking about this yesterday. You giving up 20 points to get 15. But what he brings you on the defensive end and what he brings you on like leadership qualities and things like that. And he's I was about to say he's familiar with Doc, but they're pretty much running the same thing, just a little bit different here and there. But he got some leadership qualities that will translate to that team, man. I mean, it just depends on how they take to him. How the hell does Patrick Beverly, is Patrick coming off the bench now? No, I mean, what we doing with that? Is he gonna be happy about that? Is he cool with that
It's
now?
gonna be tough on that one, bro. I don't even know.
Gonna be tough.
Gonna
And
be
you
tough.
already know Rajon Rondo does not give a damn how anybody
This is the
feels.
thing. You're not getting exactly. You're not getting really. You ain't got a third scorer off the bench now. Who is your scorer coming off the bench now? That's where they messed up at. But they needed the point guard. You get the point guard, but you also lose the scoring punch off the bench.
What's their rank right now in the West?
The Clippers, I think they're second in the West. Second or third.
Second or third.
Let's
They might
see.
be
Let me
just
make
trying
sure
to
about
cruise
that.
to the end, man. Just get a little home field the first, second round. They might not be looking for the best record.
But this is big now because your starting five is either Pat Bev or Rondo. Then you got Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, and
The third.
Zubac play the 5.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they benches. You got the other Morris brother. You got Patrick Patterson, Nicholas Batum. This nigga washed. They got their
Batum
dude
was
Luke
balling, wasn't he?
Kennard. I don't know how much they think he gonna give them.
Think they're setting up for the playoffs.
Rondo not gonna go out there and give you 20 a night.
No, he's not.
Well, maybe if they let him go, he might. Maybe he wants to get 20 a night.
Let who go?
Rondo.
I don't know, man.
They
I
just
don't
let
know.
him go.
Have you said his name since he went to Atlanta?
Nope.
No.
Not at
I
all.
don't know. I just think it's just not gonna work because now, if this would have been like prime Rondo, I think this is big.
I got a little bit of breaking news for y'all real quick because this is a fluid situation on the NBA. Andre Drummond is meeting with the Celtics right now. So that will fill a huge void for what they need. He covers up a lot of errors on defense. Wow. I never even thought about that. That would hey.
It'd be a nice move. I think his best bet is still to go to LA.
I do too.
For what, a ring? He could do well in Boston.
Yeah, but think about how they play though. Like they already have their 2 scores. They don't really rely on the big men like that. They don't look to the big men like that.
And it's not like he couldn't start in LA.
Yeah, true.
You play the 5.
Don't get it twisted.
AD, that's if LeBron and AD can come back healthy in time enough to save their season. Bruh, them 3 together, that's nice. With the pieces that they got around, that's nice. That take more pressure off of LeBron because he don't gotta grab as many rebounds now. Shoot, AD ain't got to grab that many rebounds because Drummond, he's still gonna give you that double-double.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think he can still do that.
Easy on everybody.
He was averaging 18 and 15 or some
Celtics
stuff
not
like
bad.
that. 18 and 12 boards.
Celtics wouldn't be a bad move either. I know my
No, it
brother
wouldn't.
like that.
And that's the thing about Andre Drummond. You don't have to run plays for him. He's gonna get his. That's the thing. That's why he fits in pretty much everywhere, and people know that. And that's why I think for the Cavs, it was just like, I'm like, y'all not really trying to make the playoffs. Ever since they set him, they haven't been the same. Ever since they set him down and said, nah, we ain't gonna play you no more, they ain't been the same. So
you need to go to a team that's already established, though.
If he goes to LA,
he went there for them to build around him, but they weren't really trying to do that for real.
Because he makes terrible decisions a lot of times.
Dan Gilbert?
No, Andre Drummond.
Oh, yeah.
He makes some terrible decisions sometimes. So I feel like that's why I feel like even if he went to the other LA, to the Clippers, like they already got like some, good established superstars. They got Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. LA, they got AD and LeBron. Where you go to Boston, I mean, Tatum is the guy, but he's younger. You know what I'm saying? Him and Brown, they younger. So I feel like Drummond will probably feel like he could just still do what he want to do. Versus if you go to an already established team with some nice vets, especially some that done won something.
Well, see, Boston is established because they know Tatum and Brown are the dudes. Like, Tatum and Brown, it was supposed to be Walker too, but his knee is not really cooperating. But it's supposed to be them, and they love Marcus Smart for the defense and the heart. Andre Drummond, I think, could do well there.
I still think because I think he need other vets in the locker room with him. With him, he'll be the vet. Like if he go there, he'll definitely be the
but
vet.
he wouldn't be the man. Like I'm sure he will be coming in knowing, like, dude, you're not about to be the number 2. You're gonna be the third option, but you're gonna have to get it yourself.
But I feel like it would do more for him if he went. But I feel like it would do more for him if he went to LA though. He'll score more. Think about it like this. He will be the center on the Los Angeles Lakers, to possibly win a championship with AD and LeBron.
Okay.
Think about that shit. That shit means something, bro. To be the center of the Los Angeles Lakers and win a chip, that means something. That means a lot. Especially in LA.
He ain't from LA?
You ain't gotta be from LA. It can do a lot for him personally, as far as like, think about it, he been averaging a double-double for how many years now? And people don't be talking about him.
Nobody's gonna be talking
18
about
and 18 and 15 or 18 and 12 or whatever.
He'll get more TV exposure, but I don't see like Andre Drummond becoming like a household name because he played for LA.
You mean if he went to LA, he wouldn't be a household name if he balled in LA?
In LA, maybe, but I'm saying the way you're saying is like his whole life is gonna change. Dude play basketball. You don't think about Michael Cooper after he played in LA, bro. Like, the name, it didn't do anything for all. It's just playing for LA. If it means something to you to play for LA, it don't mean something for everybody.
Would you know who Michael Cooper is if he played in Atlanta?
If they won 5 rings, yeah.
But he wouldn't have.
Don't you?
He was in Atlanta.
Dennis Rodman, you heard of BJ Armstrong, you heard of Cartwright, because they won 6 rings, bro. You know who Luke Longley is, Tony Kukoc. They won in Chicago. You don't know nobody else from Chicago except for Derrick Rose and Zach LaVine.
Where does he have a better place to win? In Cleveland, LA. Or is in LA?
It was never Cleveland, bro. I thought he went to Cleveland for the check. Or he got
traded. He got traded to
Detroit for the money, and he got traded to Cleveland. But he had to be okay with that.
Do you think he goes farther in the playoffs, barring everybody's healthy? Does he go farther in the playoffs with Boston, or does he go farther in LA?
Okay, he goes further in LA. If everybody's healthy, I would assume he goes further in LA.
So we're assuming that his play, I'm assuming because of how he played, his play is not going to falter with him going to Boston or
it does, yeah. The way he plays, it should be the same wherever he goes.
Yeah. So I feel like with him going to LA, that helps him with what he's trying to do, which I feel like is him trying to get a bigger payday. He could go to Boston.
LA ain't got the money to pay him.
No.
I know he don't necessarily got to get paid from LA.
But you mean like a 1-year deal? Like a right now
he's got to
deal.
show he's got to show his value, you know, because he getting bought out. You know what I'm saying? Correct. He's trying to show his value in a little bit of time. If he go to a healthy LA and play the same way and they win a chip, people gonna see him as more value.
And then LA can actually possibly pay him more too.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it be like, but that's how it be. That's what these stars do. Jordan did it for players. Kobe did it for players. And LeBron do it for players. Bruh, if you play with these dudes, if you win a ship, that jump will get you paid. Even if dudes know you shouldn't.
The championship gets you paid, though. Like, just winning the championship gets you paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like he got a better chance in LA versus.
I'll give you that. He probably got a better chance in LA than in Boston.
Because he definitely chasing a payday.
Brooklyn or Boston. Especially if Embiid don't come back healthy, bro.
I don't believe he is.
If Embiid come back healthy, whoo.
That knee, that non-contact knee he took, bro, that's going to be bad for a minute.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to rest them up because they're already good. It's the same thing that, like I said, I feel like a lot of the time they're resting players just because they know they're already in the playoffs or they're in a very good position at this point. And they're like, all right, you got a little nick. All right, cool. You done for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. You shut it down for 3 weeks. You come back with like a week or two left in the season. You know, get your rhythm back.
Try to
jump
right
back in. You good? Yeah,
but
bro, I'm curious.
Some of these dudes is really hurt. Like KD, this man really hurt, bro. I feel for KD, man. Like, cause he was playing so good, bro. Like, dude was playing like how everybody knew he could play. Like lights out, efficient, shooting the ball, ridiculous. It's hindering him. AD, this nigga is really hurt, bro. This nigga really hurt, man. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, but he really hurt. LeBron got his first.
Definitely hurt because I feel like AD on the verge of popping his Achilles, bro. Like, he is on the verge of blowing out his Achilles. And that's probably why. And
you know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? It's because, man, these super tall guys, they usually can't move like these guys move. Like, as you know, as skillful as KD is, bro, you'll forget, like, bro, this is a 7-foot man out here doing all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't got no low, slow roll game like a Dirk Nowitzki or somebody else like that. These dudes be out here, bro. This dude, Anthony Davis, played point guard before he had the stupid growth spurt because he got handled. So it's like, that's putting a lot of stress on them big bodies, dog. So I feel like if big dudes like that, you'll probably see more of that.
I think so. I think that you're going to see more of it too. But I also think by them playing like AAU, it kind of messed them up too. Because that's a lot too on your body.
That bad. I think a lot of it is more like, so he gets hurt, like he's the injury-prone guy. Big dudes have issues with usually like their feet and their knees and things like that, because that's a big guy problem. You get bad knees because you're tall, you got bad feet and ankles because you're tall. So I feel like a lot of it is KD is probably directly related to the foot. Like you might say it's not, but he's still working off the idea that he popped that joint. And it's in his mind, whether he thinks about it or not. And he's had hamstring issues before. AD the same way. Like AD just had come off of his the same Achilles, talking about he felt 100%. They had just brought him back from being hurt, and then he did that, and it was done. He was done. Like, when he couldn't put pressure on it, you knew AD was done until the playoffs, man. But his skill set doesn't technically need a big leading up, I guess, other than the conditioning. What he does, he should be able to do that at any point in the game that he gets put in. It's how long he can do it during conditioning. But he's really hurt, right? He had just come back from an Achilles injury. And they still, what they calling it, like a Achilles strain or something? It was the same thing. The dude almost blew his Achilles out. It was bad enough that they like, he's done.
Because these dudes do so much, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's to the point, bro. Anthony Davis can bring the ball up the court. Like, watch. I hope it don't happen, but if something like this start happening to Giannis, it's going to be the trend, bro. You can't be that big and just do all of this crazy stuff, because it's just, I guess it's just, you so big, bro. You putting so much force down when you do a lot of this stuff. Because like Blair said, the knees has always been a thing with big guys. But now, man, now we talking about Achilles. We talking about Achilles. And all it's like, if you that good, it's like something is going wrong with your legs if you moving that fast.
See, that's the thing. It's not everybody. Look at Giannis. Giannis is cool. Look at LeBron, bro. LeBron has had no real lower leg injuries.
Yeah, but LeBron only 6'8"
and almost 300
Yeah, he
pounds,
like 6'8". Yeah, I'm
he's
talking
still
about
a big
bro,
dude. Yeah, I guess you're talking about those other 4 inches that go along with
bro. The dude Anthony Davis is like 6'11".
He is like
6'11".
I think he's 6'11.
Yeah. KD, bro, that man's 7 feet, bro. That man's 7 feet, dog. Like, these are some big dudes. These are some big dudes. And then, like I said, they just play faster. They play so much faster, and they so much because, like, Wilt was super tall. You know what I'm saying? But as gifted and as good of an athlete as Wilt the Stilt was, he wasn't doing the stuff that they's asking KD and AD and these niggas to do, or Giannis to do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's putting a lot more stress on them big old lanky bodies. I don't know.
Yeah, because he was never expected to, or never was asked to.
That just was, I don't think that was his game, bro, because that's not what they did with big man back then. They just put you by the basket and told you to go to work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they didn't ask him to do all
and they had growth spurts that just threw you into a different class. Like Scottie Pippen was a short dude and he just got tall. But you saying them last little few inches is the ones that kill you, huh?
Because it be the big dudes, bro. Big dudes. Just because they so big. They not used to, we ain't used to seeing big dudes do all of that stuff. And big dudes' bodies really not used to doing all of that shit neither.
So who do y'all think did the best job, though? Who y'all think did the best job during this free agent period? Big Brianna coming through. She about to.
Who got the most? I feel like.
Who you think did the best job so far? Because it's not done yet. If the Lakers get Drummond, that could be an ace in the hole.
I think the Nuggets did good. I think Miami did good picking up Oladipo.
Yes.
On an expiring contract, like they do stuff that helps right now and it don't kill them for the future. They didn't really have to give up anything.
Who had got my man Vucevic? They got
the Bulls, baby.
The Bulls.
Yeah, I thought the Bulls did. I thought that was major for them.
Major.
Felt like that was major for them.
I was very happy about that move. I was shocked that they did it because I ain't seen the Bulls make no kind of moves in so many years. But for them to do that, I was like, yes.
Feel like they can actually be good now.
Man, listen, you have and this is what I think. This is where I think they finally come to realize. Zach LaVine is a superstar.
Why my headphones not working?
But he is by himself out there. He is balling, but he ain't got nobody out there to work with. And he's sitting
Get
up
in
here
charge
like,
and
bro,
just
y'all
go
need to
connect
give
to
me
my
somebody or I'm up out of here. You can send me somewhere, send me LA, send me somewhere else because
Let me use yours.
I ain't out here just shooting and averaging 28 points. The man's averaging 28 right now by himself. Nobody is really helping him like that.
That's
Y'all
because they didn't
clinging
see
to
that
these young
coming,
boys
though.
to ball out, and they not. Get him up out of here like they did. Give me some help. And he already done said, I said the story come up today on my phone. He like, hey, bro, I'm staying. You know what I'm saying? They trying to give me some help. I'm with that. I'm trying to win. I ain't trying to be losing out
Where's
here.
he gonna go, bro? They gonna give him the most money there. They don't have anybody on that team.
Well, listen, they've already given him a big contract. At that point, you know when it gets to that certain point where they're like, I don't give a damn about this money.
Vucevic is a good piece for him, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is a real good piece for him, man. I like that. I had like that move.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really like what they did.
But I give it to the Nuggets. A lot of people don't like it, but guess what? All they did was stack their big men for the playoffs. They got dudes who can eat up fouls, like anything they need, anything to stop you from getting to the basket, because
it's all for LA,
they ain't gonna see like they're not gonna see some crazy, stupid shooting team unless they see Brooklyn in the finals. You know what I'm saying? And even then, with Aaron Gordon and and JaVale McGee, you got dudes who are used to guarding smaller people because they so long. Because they had JaVale doing that in LA, him and Dwight Howard. Aaron Gordon, he used to it because he can move. And like I said, he can still give you offense. Man, Nuggets gonna be scary in the playoffs, I think, man, for real.
If Jamal Murray gets it going,
he'll be all right, man. Because if he don't, Aaron Gordon can give you buckets, dog. Aaron Gordon can give you some buckets. So I think that, like you were saying earlier, I think that take a little bit of pressure off of him, so he can play a little bit more.
Yeah, I think he was carrying a lot this season, bro. Like thinking they need him to be too much of that dude, even though they still really feature Jokic. I think he started actually feeling the pressure of being the dude.
Because you need that 1-2 punch. It's like it don't matter who Batman, it don't matter who Robin. I feel you, yeah. He probably did feel that pressure. In the bubble, I guess it was kind of different because you just confined to the bubble. So
even then, he wasn't like the 50-point games back to back. He would do that here or there.
Bruh,
he wasn't killing it like he was in the bubble, bro. He was balling in the bubble.
Yeah, in the bubble, this nigga was going crazy.
And it was all eyes on him. So I'm assuming like it was an overnight jump for him. He left the bubble and he was that dude.
I think he got it, man. I think he might have just hit a little slump, but I feel like
the young wall they hit
player
to add the next piece.
He hit a little wall, and now he's straight. Versus, Donovan Mitchell, and his wall was blowing a 3-1 lead. So he is out here.
Right. I feel like long as they can keep it going, they should be good.
Who you think they did the best though, brother? Out of everybody.
I said Miami, I think it's Miami, man.
Yeah.
I feel like they got the most out of it without having to give up very much of anything. They just get to make a run for the end of the year.
I feel
they still have everything to build their team going forward.
Yeah, I like what the Clippers did getting Rondo, but I don't like that they had to give up Lou Williams to do it. But they definitely needed a point guard. But now you have no scoring off the bench that we know of. Maybe they might do something that we don't know nothing about. Somebody might step up that we don't know nothing about.
They're trying to get Drummond too, man. What you talking about?
Hey, it's possible.
Everybody gonna make a play for Drummond, bro. Everybody.
Oh yeah. The Cavs definitely just shot themselves in the foot with that one. Like, I understand why you did it, but you should have kept that on the hush. Let the man play. If he had gotten hurt, what was the difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the difference? I mean,
it's just
getting up from him anyway.
He's an older dude, and it's like we're not gonna use you like that. We'll be straight up. You're not gonna play. They want to play somebody younger. That's what it was. They wanted to play their younger players. So
No,
whether
I'm
he
not
was
saying they
balling or
were.
not, they wanted to get rid of him to give the younger guys. They like he's not the future, and they're not looking at him like he's going to be the future of the franchise. So might as well get the young guys some time to play when it doesn't matter, so we can kind of see what we have as a team moving forward. Because you know what he is. He's the same thing every time.
Double.
Yep.
20 and 10 at least. At least every night.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask y'all this question though. It's the next question on the docket. What I put is James Harden the MVP of the league right now? Because the man is balling.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Joel Embiid got hurt. LeBron got hurt. Jokic is still balling.
And they would probably put him above James.
But James Harden team is currently leading the East. Ever since James Harden got there, this dude has been going stupid. If he keeps it up for the rest of the year, if they give it to him, I ain't mad, bro. I ain't mad because he did what everybody was saying. Hey, James Harden won't adjust his game for nobody. James Harden has went and adjusted his game. We can't say that he just went and did it because he played with KD and Kyrie because they barely played together.
Right.
At one point,
but when they are
KD
together,
had been hurt.
He did adjust. He does adjust when they play together.
Yeah. At one point, KD was hurt. It was like they was on the streak. Without KD, James Harden has led these niggas to 13 out of 14 wins at one point. Like, hey, dude is going crazy, bro. He just wanted to be on a team where he could win. So I ain't mad. If James, he might be the front runner right now with everybody hurt, and they saying LeBron probably gonna be out at least a month. If he don't slow down, how can you not give it to him?
The first 2 weeks of the season. He's sandbagged in like the first 2 weeks of the season, then they traded him. Wasn't it only like the first couple weeks of the year before they got rid of him? And they trying to hold that against him, and the only thing is everybody else got hurt. Everybody else that counts got hurt, bro. That everybody else they want to give it to got hurt.
I'm telling you, and now Kyrie out, it ain't slowed down James Harden. Bro, James Harden was balling so hard, Steve Nash said he had to sit him to save him from himself.
He just said it's Bron.
Who?
Teaser. She said it's Bron.
Not if he don't play the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Right. If he don't play the next month, it's a wrap on that. That don't even matter.
Before he got hurt, I had Bron. I had Joel Embiid.
If he missed a month, no, it was gonna be Joel Embiid, bro. It would have been Joel Embiid if he didn't get hurt. They want to give it to a big man.
But them niggas hurt. And when you miss that much time, I mean, you can't penalize the next nigga for it, bro. Just can't do it. So unless I feel like LeBron is a freak of nature.
It's over. It's over for MVP.
I ain't gonna lie. I do feel like LeBron is a freak of nature. I feel like if he wanted to, LeBron could come back next week. But they is like, bruh, no, you cannot. So we're going to sit you for 4 to 6 weeks, and we're going to make the playoffs, and they going to be like the craziest 7th or 8th seed we ever seen.
Hey, man.
But James Harden, hey, boy,
that'll
you out there goddamn doing that thing, boy.
AD and KD, if AD come back healthy. Because even if LeBron come back healthy without AD, they not winning.
But see, this is why I think they should get Drummond. Because if they get Andre Drummond, if AD don't come back, Bron will still make it happen.
That was me. Listen,
Bron is the piece. If they can get Andre Drummond, they can live with AD not being 100% healthy.
If they get Andre Drummond, I guess that could take a lot off of what they need from AD.
Man, the boy going to the finals.
If they don't have AD, man, it's gonna be tough. I don't know if Andre Drummond makes up enough.
I think he do because LeBron gonna go crazy because they about to sit him down the rest of the year.
That's
LeBron
only if his
crazy.
ankle is actually what's up, bro. High ankle sprains are no joke. It's not low. The high ones are bad, bro. The high ones usually don't work well.
I feel you, but we can only go off of what we've seen. And what I've seen is, bro, this dude LeBron is the most durable nigga we done seen.
A nigga had to literally dive into his ankle for him to get hurt.
So right now, I don't have a reason to believe he's gonna come back like hobbled or something. Now, if he would have had like one of these injuries like AD got, because I'm worried about AD. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just Bron and AD, I definitely agree with you. Without AD, yeah, that shit is gonna be.
It's a no-go, bro. That is a no-go situation.
It's just like the Nets. As good as I feel like James Harden could be MVP and all that, but if this nigga KD cannot play, I don't see it happening, bro. I don't see it happening. I don't see him.
They definitely need KD to win, bro. They need KD.
Yeah, they need KD to win. Although he might not be the most valuable player. He the biggest key to winning a championship. They don't need him to win games. They need him to win a championship, though.
It makes him the most valuable player, bro.
He's the most valuable player in the playoffs.
On that team.
Yeah, on that team.
Listen, man. I think what I'm about to say might be a little blasphemous, but
what you about to say, man?
You gotta say it, man.
Whenever he pre-prep.
Brianna has joined us. What's going on, Brianna?
Hey,
y'all. Brianna? Charles Barkley just said motherfucking James Harden is the best basketball player in the NBA, period. He said,
okay.
I don't care who you saying. You can say LeBron, you can say whoever. And just sitting here thinking about it, man, watching this nigga playing, man, he might be, on the verge, man. He convincing me, man. He might be. He might be.
He has an argument.
Man. Y'all just got, bruh.
He has an argument to be maybe the best offensive player in the league right now.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, for playing right now, the way he playing, man, my God.
I will give him credit. Now he attempts to play defense. I guess some niggas just can't play good defense.
I think so. I think that's the thing. But when he said offensively, best player, I can't
offensively, yeah. Offensively,
best player, I couldn't give him that. But I was like sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, damn, who can I literally say, like,
you think he better than, as a total player, you think he better than LeBron, KD,
hell no.
and Giannis?
No, I don't think he's better than LeBron. I don't think he's better than Giannis.
You think he's better than KD?
You like how he did that one.
Bro, I've been thinking about that. I'm telling you, bro.
Come on, Chris.
Hey, man. Listen, man. James is doing some shit with the Nets KD was not doing now.
Goodbye,
hold on, Chris.
You're not, it's facts is facts. Facts is facts.
On, Chris.
If you don't believe me, look it up. Look at what their record was before James got there.
Bye, Chris.
I feel you.
All I'm saying is,
I feel you. Man, but Chris,
he putting up a hell of an argument. He might.
I feel you. He putting up a hell of an argument.
I'm not saying it's definite. I'm not saying it's definite. I'm just saying, like, bruh, hey.
What I'm saying is,
I got to get a man.
You might feel like he got an argument at this particular moment in time. every minute, second, hour before that, you done known KD is a better player than this nigga. So I ain't even about to. We ain't even about to go there. We ain't even about to go there, dog. We ain't even about to go there.
I mean, I'm just saying he did
do
some shit with the Rockets.
I mean, this nigga
really had nobody.
I mean, this nigga got 2 championships. I mean, this nigga got 4 scoring titles and an MVP.
I feel what you're saying. James got an MVP too.
He do. What else?
Did he make
got?
it?
I'm just saying. Did he do what?
Did he make it to the ship?
He made it to
this
one.
This nigga ain't even been to
himself?
the ship.
Neither did KD. Did
he take his team to the ship?
James Harden when James Harden was never by himself in Houston.
Yeah, when he first got there, he was. Who did he have when he first got there?
This man done played with Dwight Howard, Chris Paul,
and Russell Westbrook.
I get all of that. None of them at that point. Dwight Howard was not the same player that he was. We got to be honest.
Chris Paul has always been Chris Paul.
So we gonna put all of this on the other players, and we gonna talk about this the same James Harden who give you them 50-point games in the regular season, and then
give you 20 points,
and then shoot 1 for 12.
That's why. That's why I said it's an argument. That's why I said it's an argument. That's why I said he got an argument. He putting in his bid. That's why I said he putting in his bid.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
I gotta see you do it in the playoffs, bro.
No.
That's the only thing. That's the only.
All right. So then when you see him, you see him do it in the playoffs, then you can say he putting in his bid.
I can't give him no pass. I can't give him no pass for 1 year.
No,
I can't give him no pass just for 1 year.
Yeah, nah, man.
For 1 year, he's been doing this for years, man. Years.
Until he show up in the playoffs, I don't care nothing about what that nigga doing in the offseason. He show up in the playoffs.
You have never ranked James Harden over Kevin Durant ever in your life.
In life.
I'm
in
saying
the history
of
argument.
If you go back to his career, I feel you. I'm not saying that he's the best player in the NBA. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he got an argument to be the best player in the NBA. But the way he played defense in the past, I disregarded it. But to see him with the Nets and what he doing with the Nets, and all he had at first was Kyrie, and they winning games. Like he get there, they winning. Then I lose, they winning. They they're in the third right now. They're in third place. Hey, and he's still hooping. He still the other day, what he have like 40 and 17 or 30 and 17 or some crazy.
You telling me that this man has potential to be the best player in the NBA, but you just told me they ain't winning without Kevin Durant.
No, I didn't say that. They said that.
I said they're not winning the ship without Kevin Durant. Nah, they're gonna need that for sure.
I didn't say that. I don't know what they could do without the man. Well, I know this.
They can't win without him.
They winning without him right now.
Win the ship without him.
Now, are they?
They could definitely win the regular season without him.
You know why?
But I'm saying,
you know why he says that?
It has never been. All right, I'm listening.
The reason why he says that is because he knows what he's going to go against in the finals. He's going to go against another superstar that can do everything you can do, but he's going to have some help with him. More help with him.
It's AD and LeBron. So why can't it be Kyrie and Fear the Beard?
Because
the biggest thing is
it's only AD and LeBron.
You can't.
They're gonna need the scoring.
Point, we don't even know.
They're gonna need the scoring
because how it's going.
That's the biggest thing. KD is gonna be this is the guaranteed bucket.
Guaranteed point.
But that's because that's what they need. That's what they're gonna need to beat a fully healthy Lakers team. They gonna need that to beat the Sixers. They're gonna need that to beat the Celtics. They're gonna need all of that.
And we still don't know if that nigga James Harden's gonna even show up in the playoffs. Until he proved to me that he could show the fuck up, I don't care about nothing he's talking about.
Listen,
I gotta give him his credit. He is balling now.
I gotta give that man
now,
his props.
But that's like saying PG balling. We know PG can ball. Where playoff P is when everything falls apart.
See what we was talking about before you got on. Like when we were saying James Harden couldn't tailor his game, he's done that. Now him being on a team with Kyrie and KD is big, but they haven't played a lot together. So
exactly.
To see him change his game is kudos to him. Now, like you said, what he does in the playoffs, hey, we can only go off his track record, which is why I said I ain't saying there's no way I'm saying he the best player in the league right now. He top 5 easily.
He's balling. He balling. I'm gonna give it to him. He's balling. I'm gonna give him that.
Easy.
Yeah. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
give him
that he
number
balling.
one.
I'm gonna give him that. But until I see him perform in the playoffs, I mean, what is you balling in during the season gonna do for me?
It's gonna get you to the playoffs. What you mean? Because if he ain't balling there at home.
Okay, but then you come to the playoffs and you give me bullshit. Then what was all of that leading up to for us to just fall off?
I feel what you're saying, but if he ain't balling, them niggas ain't winning.
Man, it'll be tough on me.
True.
If they ain't balling, no, they was gonna be top 8 regardless.
With Telvin trying
They gonna be top 8 regardless.
You up here playing him like he ain't balling. The man is taking.
I gave it to him. Cool. You balling now. That's great. Wonderful. I'm glad. That's what the fuck you should be doing. Ain't this your job? You should be doing this every day. This your job.
If James Harden ain't on the Nets right now with KD hurt, man, them boys might not be 500.
Cool, but that's your job. That's like me going to American Airlines and doing my job. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. My job.
But you also got to acknowledge too, Brianna, everybody can't do that.
But we knew he could do it. No one never saying that man couldn't ball. We already knew that he was fear the bird. Period. Ain't nobody ever said he wasn't
right now.
balling.
You gotta give him the credit where it's due.
Look at it objectively,
cool.
like, bro.
You're balling now. I get it. Cool. Kudos to you for balling now. Until you can show me that you can ball in the playoffs, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. None of that shit mattered to me.
I'm there with you. All I'm saying is, hey, the motherfucker is putting up some numbers. And he been putting up numbers. I'm just seeing him a little differently.
I do feel like if he
we know what he's playing with.
If he keep it up for the rest of the season, you can't not give him MVP. If the Nets finish number one, because KD is not coming back. He's not coming back, dog.
I don't think
until
so.
Close to playoff time. He's not coming back. By then, if James Harden keep balling like he is, the Nets gonna have the number 1 seed on lock. You can't not give it to him, bro. You can't not give it to him. Jokic balling, but his team in like 4th or 5th place. LeBron done got hurt.
Their number 1 is gonna matter.
LeBron and Embiid done got hurt. They gonna look at it and be like, bro, KD got hurt. Kyrie had to sit out. Man, the Nets ain't lose a step. Hey, James Harden kept balling. Now, like Brianna said, playoffs, that's going to be a whole different monster. But like regular season, I think you can win.
Yeah, all I'm saying
I agree.
What I'm seeing from James is something just different. Like, he is not really playing with nobody. He's still putting up numbers and beating folks.
But I feel like he gotta prove himself now. The way that you left Houston, you ain't got no choice but to prove yourself.
Definitely.
Like, you gotta prove yourself now.
Yeah, he definitely better not have went out there and been booty.
And acted a fool. Yeah, you gotta prove yourself now.
Can't bum fight that one.
I agree with that. All I'm saying is I'm trying to get a man his flowers, and he doing his thing.
He is.
And for me, right now, from what I'm seeing right now, hey, it's a question. I'm questioning it. I'm just being objective. I'm not saying that he is, because I got to see some shit in the playoffs to be like, hey, nigga, you doing your thing and you did it. I got to give you shit.
Hey, okay, I got a question, because this is a big argument. I done seen a bunch of people arguing about this on my Facebook. I done talked to this with a couple of people. If James Harden wins a ring, is he better than Dwayne Wade?
No.
As a what?
No. As an overall player, like as a basketball player, no.
Yeah, like once his career is over. Now we talking about.
I'll say this. It also depends on how he it also depends on how he wins it. So if KD doesn't come back and all he has is Kyrie, and Kyrie is like kind of hobbled or some shit, and they pull it off, that'll mean a whole lot. That'll mean a whole lot. But if KD come back and Kyrie come back,
I don't think he's better. But
No.
you know what a lot of people are saying is because we're gonna have to, like you said, give him his credit. He's one of the best scorers we've ever seen come through the NBA. His defense, the biggest thing for me is, bro, D Wade was locked down on defense, bro. He one of the best defensive guards we done seen come through the league, man.
yes,
Easily, especially throwing people shit, because he was
Yes.
throwing your shit. But a lot of people was like, bro, this nigga James Harden was so crazy on offense, which he is. You talking about somebody dropping 30 plus, still giving you 12, 13 assists, and he won an MVP, which D Wade never won an MVP. If he wins one championship, do you think it propels him ahead of D Wade? I still say no.
no.
I still say no. I don't think it makes him a better player than Dwayne
I say
Wade.
no because my
Is
preference is
in-game numbers, or just like if he wins a ring, does he immediately become better than Dwayne Wade?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If
basically like so.
let's say
Say
the Nets,
like,
let's
in the
say the
GOAT
Nets
conversation
win
of
this
shooting
year.
guards.
Yeah,
Is he
let's
now-
say
is he
the
above
Nets
D-Wade
win
now?
this year. If the Nets win this year, would you rank James Harden ahead of D Wade?
No, but D Wade is done. James Harden ain't done, man.
I
If
know.
James Harden ends up
That's
with
why
a
I said
higher career average and higher career points than D Wade, then I'm gonna say he'll be better than Dwayne Wade.
he's probably gonna average higher points, higher assists. D Wade's just gonna have him smacked on the defensive end, and D Wade got 3 championships. It depends on how
What
many
he
James
ends up with, bro. If
finish
he
with.
end up with like 2 or 3, then yeah, he'll be better than D Wade.
If
Depends
he
on
ends
what
up
you're
with
looking at.
3,
It
if
depends
James
on what you're
Harden
looking
win
at in
3
basketball, bro.
championships, if he win 3 championships, I think it would be kind of hard to say he's not better than D Wade.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. If he get 2, bro, if he get 2, and he's a major contributor, then he'll be better.
I think it takes more than one. Like I said, I think it takes more than like one good season for me to, put you there. You know what I'm saying? Because for all we know, he could, if the Nets win this year, he could go off like Antonio Brown, feel like he's shit, and just do what the fuck he want to do. Because we thought he was loopy for the way he was doing Houston. You know what I'm saying? Now he just back to, oh yeah, I'm just a nice baller. But I don't know, man.
Really
I see a lot of people
there.
argue about that question. If you live with us right now, if James Harden win a championship, is he better than Dwayne Wade?
I wonder, why do people argue about that? Do that just mean people already think James Harden is better than D Wade?
I have heard personally, people say that the only thing James Harden is missing to be better than Wade is a championship because they feel like he's a better scorer. He's gonna average more points, he's gonna average more assists, and he got the MVP. So they feel like the only thing missing from his resume is a championship. But me, I'm like, bruh, you talking about they started calling this place Wade County, bro. Like Wade won his first championship.
Bro. Like, he did a lot in Miami.
Yeah, like Wade won his first championship with Shaq, but it was Dwayne Wade team for sure, nigga. For sure, like hands down.
Yeah, he was the reason they won. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like I feel like his game is unquestioned. Yeah, he didn't have to average that many assists. You know what I'm saying? Because James Harden could do all of that stuff, and then if he never win a championship, it would be like empty calories.
If he wins, if he wins for a lot of people, it'll be James Harden.
I don't know if I could give it to one. And I guess then they're gonna factor in how he won. Then they're gonna be like, oh, he was playing with KD and Kyrie and da 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 da.
It still counts.
I feel like if he win multiple championships, yeah, it's gonna be hard to argue.
Yeah. And
If they retire and they got the same amount of championships, it's gonna be hard to argue that James Harden wasn't better.
yeah,
Right.
I don't really like to factor in championships a lot of times when I'm thinking about somebody who's better than somebody else, because championships are more of a team thing, not an individual thing. But I like to think of, when I'm thinking about like best players, I like to think of all around game. I don't like to think of just offense. I like to think of offense, defense, everything all encompassing. So
I feel you, but it's
I can't. I'm not gonna ever go. I'm not gonna go there.
I feel like it's different if they win the championship because of you. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron.
Yeah, it's different than just
like,
being on the team and being a reason that y'all actually won.
Even if you own the team and you a great player, like we gonna always say Mike wouldn't have won without Scotty, but you never gonna look at Scotty like how you view Mike or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That is true, bro. Now, maybe you just an offensive, defensive guy, but in basketball, that ain't how it works. Because a lot of times the defensive player of the year dudes, those dudes aren't like super offensive. They're just good at defense. And then you call them one of the better, they're like, oh, so it's like one of the best dudes ever. And it's just defensive. Like offensively, he's not like that great. He's just okay. Man, that's why like, defense matters in basketball, but not as much when they talk about players that are great.
I feel like he'll have a better argument if KD doesn't come back and the Nets win the championship. It'll mean a lot more different, because then they'll be like, James Harden won this championship because he the one leading the team right now. Versus if KD come back, it's automatically gonna be, bruh, KD. They win a championship, KD. It's because of KD.
I do think that's happening.
Yeah. Well, we're about to wrap it up, but we got one more thing, man. We're going to give y'all our top 3 female athletes of all time. I tried to do a top 5. It's too hard. The top 3 is still too hard. It's too many women. It's a lot.
Shout out to the women.
It is a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, it is tough.
I literally just wrote down 2 names, and then I was like, man, I got so many women in my head because it is Women's Month, and we want to end it off with a bang for the ladies. I wrote down FloJo because she was a beast, and she had them wheels, and people still can't fuck with her records. And Serena Williams. Obviously, we don't need that. We ain't even gotta talk about that. You know, she might be the GOAT of all athletes. Let's just keep it 100. You know, let's keep it 100. Then I was thinking about so many women like Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie. Like I had a lot. I don't know where to go with it. Put y'all suggestions in y'all top 3 in the comments too, but I have no idea who to have even at my 3rd spot. Right, it's just too many women. I don't know who you got, Darius, because I know you said you had wrote down some notes. I have no idea who I want.
All right, man. There's no particular order. You know what I'm saying? No particular order. Hey, I probably got a couple names I ain't expecting on here, but I feel like all of these women in their respective sports was the shit. So I got 4 actually. First one, Jackie Joyner Curse, duh.
Yes. That was gonna be on mine.
You talking about 12 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze, repping the USA, still hold the world record for the heptathlon, and was voted the best female athlete of all time by Sports Illustrated.
Beast.
And she was in a bunch of other events. A lot of people know her for that heptathlon. She did long jump, high jump, 100 hurdles, 200 meters, shot put, javelin, and 800. So she was the shit, literally.
Facts.
Like Chris said, Serena Williams, like, I mean, what? 8 number one rankings. 8 number one rankings in 15 years, 186 consecutive weeks at number one, 319 weeks total, 23 Grand Slams, most out of anybody, 73 career titles, period, 4 gold medals in the Olympic Games. Crazy.
You add up the weeks. You tell us how many years that is. Keep going, Darius.
All right. I also got Mia Hamm.
Oh, yeah, I did. I was thinking about that too.
I like soccer.
Mhm.
4 cup appearances, winning 2 of them. And got 2 gold medals in the 96 and 2004 Olympics. She was the Women's FIFA Player of the Year 2 times. First 2 years they had the award. She was the Women's Player of the Year. When she retired, she had 158 international goals. That was the most goals for men or women. And she put like women's soccer on the map. Like
On
it
the
was
map.
over. Like she put that shit on the map. So shout out to her. And at a good runner-up, I'm gonna go with some. A lot of people might not even know this girl, man, but she is the fucking shit. I got Lindsey Vonn.
I wasn't ready for that one. I wasn't ready for that one.
Hey,
No hands, bro.
Hey, niggas don't be ready. Niggas don't be ready. But you
Wasn't
know,
ready.
you already know. I be bringing my notebook.
But I know who that is. Go ahead, brother.
All right, just to give y'all a little bit of context on her. She did a lot of Olympic and X Games stuff as far as snow, as far as skiing and stuff like that. Her events were the downhill, the Super G, the giant slalom, and she did combined events. She's a 4-time World Cup champion, including 3 in a row from 2008 to 2010, won it again in 2012. She has 82 World Cup wins, which is a world record, men and women. As far as just being on the podium, that 82 is just gold. She also got 35 silver and 20 bronze.
She was that good.
She has 20 World Cup crystal globes, which is like some stupid MVP award for her respective sport. That is the most of anyone all time, men or women. And she ended up having to retire early because she kept getting crazy injuries. So she had to retire early in like 2017, or her list would have still been going. So shout out to the women. So if you think you can run track or play tennis or play soccer or do anything in the snow better than them, you is sadly mistaken.
Who you got, Blair, man? We're gonna throw it to you, man. Who you got, man?
Throw it to me. Dude, y'all keep saying like all the same names, and I'm bad at like women's names, bro. Like I'm terrible at women's names.
But you know their faces.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of not Serena Williams. What's the black lady that wasn't Arthur Ashe? That was the tennis lady before, like in the, what was her name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I know you're talking about.
I'm really bad at names, bro. I'm really bad at names. It's the lady from the tennis.
Gotcha.
Somebody in the chat might know. Let's see.
I can't remember who that is, bro. I'm terrible.
Althea Gibson. That's who you're talking about?
Who?
Althea Gibson.
Althea Gibson.
Is that who I'm talking about? What's the other one? I'm bad at names, yo. I am horrible at names.
That's who I thought you was talking about. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I thought too.
That must have been it. I'm bad at names, man.
Sloane Stevens.
Everybody
Sloane
I'm
Stevens.
thinking of would be somebody y'all said, or so it's either like it was a tennis lady. It was who was it? Michelle Kwan was the ice skater. I liked her. She was really good. Didn't watch a lot of it, but I liked her. She was nice.
Yeah, she was nice.
Top 3. I'll go with what's her name? Nunez, baby girl from the MMA. That gives
Oh
everybody-
yeah.
I'm terrible with names. I told y'all, bro. The worst with names. The one from
That's a
MMA that
good
got
one,
like
though.
the double title in both weight classes.
Blair Teasia laughing at you right now, by the way.
That is totally fine with me. You know, I ain't never thought I'd
terrible.
do names. I'm terrible with names.
I swear to God.
Swear to God, I'm bad with names. Bad with I just know faces. Terrible with names. Oh, I'm done. I barely made it through that, so I'm good.
Like, man, I
Runners
don't know.
up,
I don't even know.
Lisa Leslie.
Brianna, close this out. Who you got?
I got some of the same people that y'all mentioned. I had Serena Williams, Jackie Joyner Kersee. I had FloJo, Simone Biles.
Oh,
That's a
We
big
can't
one.
forget about Simone.
That's a big one.
listen.
Young and out here doing her thing.
Bruh, didn't they make some of her moves illegal?
I
You
think
know
they
you
did.
good if they like, bruh, the shit you doing is so dangerous.
We ain't about to
can't
let nobody
you
else do that.
it because you gonna coerce somebody else into breaking their damn neck.
Right.
And they're gymnasts, people. Gymnasts. They do crazy shit for a living. They're like, nah.
Huh?
No.
I'm
That
gonna
was
give
my
a
list.
runner up to Clarissa Shields because she is knocking
Yes.
bitches out. She done knock out so many girls. They can't even find nobody else for her to fight. She about to start fighting dudes.
She's a bad girl. And the sad part is I haven't been able to ever catch her fighting live. I always catch it afterwards. Like, oh, she
It'd be
fought.
over,
Let
bro.
me watch the highlights.
Man, that's why.
She be beating girls up, bro. She said the last girl ran from her the whole fight.
I'll be running too.
That's why
We
she
didn't even
doing
say like
MMA.
Layla Ali. We could have said
I didn't
Layla
want to
Ali.
say Layla, and I didn't want to say, and I thought about what's the name of my. I don't want to say either one of them, dude, because Layla, I don't really know. Like women's boxing, I don't know if it's a whole bunch of names you could name that
No.
that's what I'm saying. Like Layla Ali. That's why they keep trying to get old girl to fight her. And I don't blame her for not wanting to. Like she's not active, yo.
Who's your favorite women's athlete? Like who's somebody you saw play? And it might not be even a big name. Like who's somebody you saw play? You was like, oh yeah, I like them. Me, it's always been Simone Augustus, dog. I don't know what it is. This motherfucker is a dog, nigga. Like ever since she was in college, been a dog, always been a dog. Shout out Simone Augustus. Let a nigga get an autograph or something.
Mine is Allison Felix. You know, I used to run track. That's my girl.
That's
She like a
what's up.
quiet storm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a beast.
Zachary, I'm feeling you. I was about to say that same thing. Maya Moore. Maya Moore has always been my
A beast.
favorite. It used to be Candace Parker until I saw Maya. I'm like, oh, she got game. I love her game, bro. She doing these girls like this. She ain't got to take it. Yep. And then he said Candace Parker. Yes.
Mine was
They
Cheryl
are
Swoopes.
hoopers. I can't, man, listen. You know when you see somebody do a move and you just get that ugly face, like, bruh, that's Maya. I'll be like, oh, why she gotta do it like that? And then she hit her with that pretty J. Like, you can't, like, I know I'm better than you. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. We going back. Especially in college. Oh, they couldn't stop her. She's just taking it to the hole and then she.
And they be cheating at UConn, man. They be giving them girls Michael Jordan special stuff or something.
The juice. They give him the juice.
You know who it was? My first one though. What is her name?
Diana Taurasi.
Tamika Catchings.
Oh, okay.
Tamika Catchings.
Both of those names.
Listen.
Both of those names.
Tamika Catchings used to be a bad girl.
Yeah,
man.
mine was Cheryl Swoops and Diana Taurasi, bro. Because Taurasi gave everybody.
Cheryl Swoops was definitely one of my favorites.
And Cheryl Swoops had shoes. Like she was whatever they called it, a female
bro,
Jordan.
she's the
deal, bro.
Hey, They need to thank Cheryl Swoops right now. Hey, Cheryl Swoops was the first poster child for the WNBA, man. Like, and she was like that. It was crazy.
Like
She was like that.
Yeah, she was that dude. She really was.
And listen, we've been talking about doing this for about the whole month. And I was like, nah, we're gonna hold off. We gotta hold off. We had to do it. I wasn't gonna end this month without doing this subject. It just had to be done. I was actually going to dedicate a whole show to it. I still might just chop this up and put it out for y'all. We appreciate y'all for watching on the live chat.
For sure.
Thank y'all. We think about doing some great stuff here out on the channel. So continue to watch us grow, man. This is our first live on YouTube. We'll probably do it again because, we love the interaction with y'all. We're going to have the new timeouts for Yeah, I Said It. Darius has got one. Go watch that when he says that JJ Watt is washed. If you agree,
Hey,
go ahead, jump in
big
down in
washed
the
up
comments.
beach towel.
Right. Let us know what you think, man. That's all we care about. We care about y'all. This is not just our channel, it's y'all channel too. Interact with us. We'll holler at y'all later. See y'all next time.
Peace.
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 Man,
Oh,
it's
still
hot in
alive.
here.